Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 12th of February 2021. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Mother Peace Round Tarot deck for today's reading. Let's see what these cards have to say. This is a really unusual deck. It was published in 1981 and it's got a huge following online. There are loads of people who really identify with this deck. And it's got a strange, amazing kind of quality to it. Some of the images you'll see in a moment are a little bit strange, but it has this weird nurturing kind of feeling to it. So I don't know if it's the circle, that feeling of wholeness and oneness, but they really captured something with this deck. I mean, they called it Mother Peace, and you get a sense of peace from it. So well done, publishers. Okay, I'm going to choose 3 cards to see what they have to say today and what is coming up for you. And because they're round, I don't just use upright and reversals. You know, sometimes they'll be in between as well. So let's see what they have to say. So we got the 3 of Cups in between. Interesting. Then we've got the 4 of Discs. I like it a lot. And finally, we've got the 8 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Just to make it nice and complicated. Okay, so let's see what the cards want you to know. First of all, the 3 of Cups is friendship, it's celebration, it's partying out in the field, it's frolicking in the meadow, it's catching fish and celebrating and having a nice day out, and it's really enjoying the company of other people, your life, the fact that you're healthy, so being in this attitude of gratitude. And what's interesting, which I just noticed, is that this lake is a crescent moon. In terms of the astrology, we had a new moon in Aquarius yesterday on the 11th. And that's really when the moon is black and it's really asking itself what it's going to do in future. And the fact that we have the moon here, the tarot always comments on things in its own unique way, is that you feel very comfortable with that energized, that vibrant kind of dynamic at the moment, and you're able to use that and you're able to express it by being with friends and having a good time and playing music and playing with animals and catching fish and planting flowers and I don't know, jumping. What is this really? It's a horse and then it's got like a bird on the back. Oh, I thought these were 2 different animals. I thought it was like a turkey taking a dip on this blow up horse, but it's actually a horse with wings. It's Pegasus, and then it's got this tail at the end, so it's kind of like Capricorn. It's like a fish water, a mer horse, and that's really emotional fortitude and an ability to resolve things easily and to overcome emotional circumstances and to really rise above them. So you've got great perspective here on your emotional life. Have fun, use it with friends, enjoy yourself, take a dip, go out in nature and just really enjoy the day. Now the card was halfway round, and that means that this is something that you can grow into. So it may be that you have to pick up the phone and say, hey, do you want to go to the park and go for a walk? It may not all come to you directly, or the sense of play may be something that you have to generate. So if you're sitting around at dinner with family and there's 4 of you and everyone's bored, then if you go downstairs and get the board games, then maybe things will pick up. Okay, so the 3 of Cups is a lovely card. It's about friendship and feeling good and really having a nice life and just enjoying the people who are in your life and having a fabulous time. Next, we've got the 4 of Discs, and the 4 of Discs is a miser, someone who's trying to secure the goods and to keep them away from other people, and who's saving excessively and focused on money as the only important thing in life. And this person creates barriers between themselves and other people. So first of all, the square little hut with the fire, the whole thing is very isolated. It's very exclusive. So other people will want what I have. I have to protect myself against the thievery of other people. I have to be careful. I have to be afraid. And then the walls go up, and then you feel more isolated. And the more isolated you are, the more afraid you become. And then even little cracks, or the doorway has to be closed because someone could look in and see what's going on. So the Four of Discs is about this miserly headspace where fear governs you, and it's like, I have to have enough to feel safe in life, and I have to make sure I maintain the financial wealth and abundance and security that I have, and no one else is allowed in because everyone is a thief. It demonizes other people, it elevates money, and it gives it much more importance than it really has over you, and it does set you apart. It isolates you. The one thing that secrets are, I think, when you keep a secret, it's painful and, oh, people don't understand me. But the real damage I think it does is when you are keeping a secret and you don't trust the other people around you with that secret. It's a mission. It's kind of assuming immediately that other people are going to judge you and they aren't going to understand. And the distance that creates on an emotional level, because it's unspoken, but other people sense it. It's like, this person is holding something back, they're hiding something. That creates real distance, and that's the kind of minimal negative vibe that can creep into situations and really get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then at the end, it can destroy everything. Because people are like, oh, he or she is so remote. They're always very busy. I can't reach them. Whatever it is, people respond to it in a practical way and say, this person doesn't want to be around me. So it's not like, oh, they're greedy, let's keep them in their house. It's just, oh, they don't want me around. They don't feel like we're on the same level. We can't have a friendship or a great relationship because something else is a priority. So secrets, addictions, all of those bring up the barrier between you and other people. And the card is saying that this is something you need to watch out for, because it can really turn the Three of Cups the other way and can mean that you miss out on that companionship and camaraderie and sense of frivolity, just having a good time with other people and just being one of the club, being one of the gang. That feeling of I belong, there's nothing separate about me. So watch out for that. Money is not your security. Your ability to live your life, that is your security. It's your experience, it's your wisdom, it's your spark that keeps you alive. You don't need money. I mean, you don't need money. Totally absolute statement. Okay. Of course, we all need money in a practical sense to buy food and to go to the pharmacy and stuff. But in terms of putting it on a pedestal and looking at it like it's some unattainable thing that you either have to be born into, or some people get very lucky, it really is something that you can work with. It's something, especially in this day and age with the internet and trading apps online, you can do anything you want with your money. And it's a tool that's meant to help you. If you put it on a pedestal and try and protect it, it isolates you from other people and it starts to control you. If you realize it's just something that pays the electric and it comes and goes, sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down, then you're really in touch with the true nature of money, and then it can't harm you, and then it can actually come into your life. So don't let physical, practical circumstances hook you into believing that you're not a carefree, free spirit who can actually have a good time today. You totally can. Finally, we got the Eight of Discs in... No, not the Eight of Discs. The Eight of Cups in reverse. The Eight of Cups is about different hopes and dreams that you can see for yourself. They don't exist in reality, and it's something that you want to manifest. But there's so many things. You feel like you're juggling 8 different cups here, and you have to turn yourself into an octopus to be able to do that. It's overwhelming. There's an abundance of information, and you just kind of feel flooded with it when the card is upright. And when the card is upright, it's about getting into the kind of manifestation side of things and realizing that, hey, this is a good thing. I've got ideas. Instead of immediately feeling overwhelmed, I'm going to focus on 1 or 2 things so I don't become overwhelmed. I don't have to turn myself into this juggling, circus clown, performing monkey. I can look at this in a reasonable way and make my hopes and dreams a reality. I can use my emotional strength to manifest these things by getting practical and actually doing something with them. The card's in reverse. So it may feel like you're not overwhelmed with imagination and creativity. And usually when that happens, you tend to feel a little bit flat and bored, and you look for excitement in real life things, money, gambling, working on something obsessively. And that kind of counteracts this feeling of being flat. And it also means that you have a longing for joy and connection and some light. So ultimately, your feelings and your emotions, they aren't really 100% clear. It's a little bit, it's easy to get lost in what you're feeling and what you're hoping for and what could be and what should be, and it's all a bit fuzzy. And instead of kind of hammering yourself and trying to figure that out, an easy shortcut or cheat trick is to connect with other people and to just have a good time. It will balance out your emotions and it will get you back to the right size. And you only need to have 2 arms, and that's more than enough. You don't need to suddenly create 8 or have the expectation that you should have 8. Okay, it's ridiculous. There's just too much. Standards are too high. Being with other people, having a good time can equalize that. And also the other thing to watch out for is that you don't get hooked into some sort of false sense of security that you need to work on and maintain. Nothing is your security except you. You are your security. So focus on pleasing yourself. Have a good time. And watch out for these potential pitfalls. If you do fall into the trap, you can become obsessive in your behavior, meeting your emotional or physical needs. You can look at being distracted by something that seems to be endlessly fascinating, but it doesn't really nourish you or feed you. It just kind of leaves you feeling depleted. So just try and keep your perspective in the sense that what's really important is you, not how much you have in your bank account or where you live or what job you have. Also, if you're overwhelmed with hopes and dreams, at least you've got hopes and dreams, great. If you feel like nothing is going on and you've got nothing to look forward to, then speak to other people who will inspire you. Feel that sense of being invigorated and seeing the light in something or something positive in an area of your life that you can pursue. And that will give you your mojo back, and you can actually go about manifesting the good stuff through play and companionship and having a good time, and not taking the bait and not feeding into the negativity. Number-wise, we got 8 and 4 is 12, and 3 is 15, 1 and 5 is 6, and 6 is an opportunity. And I think there's an opportunity to bring the wall down and to reignite your imagination through play, and then play feeds back into that. So you have amazing insights. Make sure to keep it simple. Pick 1 or 2 and thrive. Yeah, take the opportunity to thrive. Have a fabulous day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. In my personal readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. To draw up your birth chart, I need your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. And then I can analyze your birth chart and see what your life purpose is, and how that relates to career sometimes, so your vocational aptitudes, if they are the same or if they're separate, what's destined for you in spiritual development, personal development, money, communication, family, romance, health, structure, career, where to live, when to move. If you have any questions at all, then please get in touch with me for a personal reading and click on the book your reading button on the front page of the website. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe and share the video online. Have a fabulous day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.